Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's showtime. Best I can do. Alright, we're going to play my newly purchased, with in-game currency, hero. That is Vanessa, who you get as a starter in this game. This is Dooley. He is a robot. That's about all I know about him. The other two are Pygmalion and Mac. Mac is new, came out like a week ago, is grossly overpowered, but he didn't look very interesting. He's gotten one big nerf and one nerf. Needs more. You run into him late game, you almost always lose. But Dooley looked like it had interesting play, so I went with Dooley. I'm going to play a free-to-play game, not the ranked game, until I start to understand how this hero plays. Also, hi! I am enjoying adult leisure beverages tonight. Alright. We have to choose one of two cores to start. On Vanessa, you have three choices. Here you have only one choice, and it's a choice between cores. So this one will set me up for burning. Burn items to the right, gain one burn, and use any item left. Charge this for 1 second. Weaponized core, deal 20 damage. Weapons to the right of this gain 10 damage for the fight, and use any item to the left. So the core basically is buffing in one direction, and then the other direction buffs. Well, let's go with fire, because who doesn't like fire? So we're going to be looking for fire items. Okay, so we pick a core, and now we have, this gives us gold and income per turn. This gives us an enchanted item, generally good, and a gold tier skill. These are the same abilities, basically. In fact, exactly the same abilities that you have to choose from on Vanessa, who I will call Melissa probably half of the time. Generally going with a gold tier skill is a crapshoot, because what you get is random and it may not fit, for instance, the core. That is always safe, but I don't really know what I'm doing, and the enchanted items are fun. Plus I get 6 gold, so I get half as much gold. An enchanted item is a regular item that has an additional ability, so for instance, if it's a weapon and you hit for 10, it might have the ability, you also heal for 10. You get 10 as well. Something like that. Okay, so we have a burn. This is another burn. Gains in value. When you sell this, the core gains plus damage equal to this item's value. Now, that's not helpful for me because I don't have any damage on my core, at least not yet. Shield burn, slow an item. Other guys. Field for 2 seconds. That's pretty good. And every 6 seconds, that'll gain +1. On the other hand, it permanently gains 1 value every time? So when you sell it, you can make a lot of gold. It's not going to go off very often. 10 seconds. I'm going to go with that one. Alright, so I can get 3 spare change, which goes into your stash here, and you can sell those for each for 1 gold. A strange mushroom, which I could look up. I can never remember the sort of events. I can't keep them all straight. He sells items. We've got space for 1 small item. Got 10 gold. Let's get that a look. Let's see. That is when you haste. I'm not looking for poison. Haste 1 item for 1 second and heal for 20. Like that. And I'm going to re-roll and see if there's anything else I want to pick up here. Shield 10, burn 1 every 4 seconds. That's haste the core for 1 second. Every 4 seconds. And that's just damage. When you use another tech, charge that by 1 second. That's tech. And a friend. I have a friend. 4 seconds is fast. I'm going to go out on a limb and guess that that one might be useful later. Again, this is my first time playing this. I don't know. All of these can be defeated with no cards at all. I call them cards. I'm not sure what they're called in-game. In that, after a certain amount of time, a sandstorm comes up and deals damage, and none of these can deal enough damage that they won't die before you do. So, what you're then looking at is the rewards they offer. This one will have poison-type items. This one has a kimono, I know that, which isn't a terrible medium-sized items. Items come in 3 sizes, small, medium, and large. They take up 1, 2, 3 slots. I don't remember what banana ball drops. Let's just go with banana ball. In this particular case, they all give 2 gold when you beat them. They give you 1 experience point, which is down here at the bottom. Which you level up, you gain hit points for spaces on your playing board. And one thing that I don't know what the hell it is, I asked my friends, and the answer I got was cryptic. I don't know what the deal is. Fire, when you burn, it ticks every half a second and reduces its number by 1. So if you put 10 burn, it'll go down to 9, 8 in the first second, 7, 6 in the second second, and so on. That's the sandstorm. I end up winning. Of course I do. I do not think I'm off to a great start. First time playing it. That will increase my leftmost healing item by 5 when I sell it. I can sell that now if I wanted to. Don't see any specific reason to do so just yet. Can't be sold. Got it. Regeneration, tiny furry monster selling non-weapons. Let's just go ahead and take this. If you have a friend, that one's the friend? Yeah. Gain an experience point. Experience points are very important. If you can get those early, as I have discovered, as I mostly wasn't chasing experience points early, I changed my view on that now. Especially early, they are very, very good. Because it expands your board faster and gives you more hit points and also gives you other rewards. Weapons. A weapon might be good. Jungle Ruins. Give me a sec. Flashbang. I always need to check the events because I can't keep them straight, basically. I have no I get no special bonus from that. Each of the 3 other heroes gets a special goodie from that. So that I don't. We can get a small non-weapon, or we can try to get a weapon. Let's see what kind of weapon she's offering. Use another tech. That charges up. That deals 8 damage. Goes off faster. That is the pulse rifle. This has multicast if it's adjacent to a friend. Double if it's your only friend. 5 seconds. That's not bad. I don't know. Can I move my... I don't know if I can move my core. I can. Okay. So if I go like this, it's next to a friend, it'll do 30. My only friend. Yep. So it has multicast, means every 5 seconds it'll hit for 30. Well, it'll hit 10, 10, 10. Frankly, I think that is a better bargain than the ignition core way. So now we're going to actually play against somebody else's deck, but this isn't live. This person may or may not be online. Their deck definitely doesn't look like now like what it does here, but in the past it did. Basically, they snapshot your deck, and your deck will play against other players, live players' decks. So it's asynchronous. This is Mac, the newest character. He's grossly overpowered late in the game, but he's beatable early. We'll see if I do beat him. He's got poison. I think I beat him. Maybe not. He's stacking up the poison now. Yeah. I probably died of poison. Pretty sure I did. Yeah, because he's got more than enough shield and poison. Yeah. Yeah. So that's not a great start. But then I'm just learning. We have we have to choose a skill, which are things like if you have 5 or fewer items, item have a 10% crit chance. More shield, because that's also slowing the enemy down. We can certainly put that back in. Let's see. Burn items, that. Items to the left. Ah, okay. Yeah. Yep, got it. Damn it, that's on 6 seconds. That give me a haste for every second. Let's sell that, get a little more healing, not much. Let's see, 3 spare change, mountain convoy. We'll gain another XP. Hopefully that should allow us to level up before our next PvP fight. Small friend. With small items. You have one friend. You want to only have one friend. Or we can go with a cute but mysterious creature. Let's see if we can buy stuff. Plasma grenade. Burn both players for 5. Slow all enemy items for 1 second. It has 1 charge. That has 2 charges when you sell a tool. Probably a fair number of tools in Dooley's kit. Buy the arc blaster, and we'll take a browse and see if we can get anything else decent out of here. That we already have, but this will raise it up to the next tier. Items can be bronze, silver, gold, or diamond. And this one basically doubles how fast it spins up the ignition core. So we would like that. No and no. Alright, we're going to try now the first round against fighting the monsters, which you do in the second hour of every day. No longer are they all have the same rewards. Let's see, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. If we want to get to a second level for the next PvP fight, we have to beat this guy. I have no idea how good my build will be against this guy because I've only played against this guy on Vanessa. His first thing he did was slow my shields. I've got to do more damage. Because when these little glowy balls meet together, they start the sandstorm. And I need to have more life than he does with the sandstorm. I should win. I did. And if we both end up dying at the same time, that's considered a victory again. So I will now get one of his items as fat loot. When you sell a tool, it gains 1 max ammo. Alright, let's see. Regeneration. Non-weapon items. Ooh! Abandoned ruins. Let me check jungle ruins. Like I said, I can never remember. Oh, that's the same one we had last time. Let's see if we can buy any decent non-weapon items. Plasma grenade. I'm not doing poison this time. Charge the item to the left of this. 1 second. 4 times. I'm not sure that's good. Let's see if there's anything else that we like better. Okay. We're going to get an upgrade for that. Up to silver tier. So it now heals for more and hastes for more. I think that's worth the 2. Even if the Gear Nola bar never makes my build. It'll sell for 2 more than it did. We will exit this encounter. We're almost broke. We're heading up towards our next player. PvP match. We don't have any more burning items yet, sadly. But we can drop the GPU in here, and that'll speed up how fast this buffs that and does fire damage. And we can go with more shield. More damage. Use another tech. 1, 2, 3. So that means every time one of those goes off, this gets a 1 second cooldown removal. Charge basically reduces by a second until the next time it goes off. Haste increases the speed at which it cycles through by a second. They are quite different. Haste isn't immediate, whereas charging is immediate. Haste takes a second to take off 2 seconds, whereas the charge takes off a second immediately. So it's a little bit faster going off. That's a good chunk of shield, but it only has 2 charges, so we're going to go with that. And again, every time this gets used, which is 6 seconds, but it's going to be getting hasted for 2 seconds every 4 seconds, which means it's going to be going off about every 4 seconds. This will gain burn, and all of these things will gain 1 second of charge. So you're starting to see the synergies as the parts start to play together. Do I want a bronze tier item? 2 gold. I'll take 2 gold and a bronze tier loot item. Because just about broke. What did we get? That will add to the shield on that item. When we sell it. Get an item, sells health and shield items. The odds that it matches one of these is pretty low. You just get an item, which at worst we can just sell, so we'll go with that. If it matches something we've got, that's great. 7 seconds for a shield that grows by 10 is not a particularly awesome piece of equipment. This is we'll be fighting Vanessa. Vanessa is generally at her strongest early. You can see the other player has a record of 1-0. I have a record of 0-1. The fact that they're 1-0 means that their cards, their board, their deck is probably okay. Interesting. They have not filled it out. I think I should win that. Even with him, he's going to heal behind. He's going to heal an awful lot. Yeah. So I will now be 1-1. Go me. My objective is to try and get to 4 wins. That's not my expected result, but it's the result I think I probably get about 40% of the time. 7 would then be the objective. That one's much tougher for me, and 10s are very rare for me. I'm not very good at the game yet. Those only count the player versus player asynchronous games. Generation, no. Mandala is an interesting one. It allows you to transform an item into another item of the same size. But I have yet to have a good result out of it, for what that's worth. I don't have much in the way of gold right now, and 3 regen isn't floating my boat. I'm going to go ahead and swap something. I can't see myself using this, but it's worth 2 gold. This is worth 1 gold, so I'm going to swap this out because it always affects your leftmost item. I will transform my leftmost item into another left item. Crypto. Like all crypto, it's worth a random value between 0 and 5 gold. So I will sell that when it's up to 4 or 5 gold. Put back my GPU. Chocolate bars aren't bad. Small items. Let's go with small items. Maybe we can double up on some of these. Not yet. Bomb squad. When you use an adjacent friend, haste this for a second. That's 9 seconds. That's kind of burn both players for 2. Adjacent items have their cooldowns reduced by 6%. Basically, the fire that I do to me should be fine. 6% though isn't very much. Gains 1 value. When you sell this, the core gains plus damage equal to this item's value. It's got to be in play for that to work. None of these float my boat. I mean, that one's not bad, but 6% cooldown isn't much. I will buy it. Oh, I meant to buy it and then roll again. It's okay, I meant to do that. I'm just testing to see if you're paying attention. Are you paying attention? Let's see, 5 seconds. Tool. Tech. Adjacent items gain 2% crit chance for this fight. So I'm not very impressive. I have to say, we use the core charge this 1 second. 5 seconds to slow an item for 2 seconds. That might turn out to be good. Got that. That was not a particularly fruitful series of events. Okay. This guy, now normally I would go for this one because it's got the 3 XP, but this guy, I'm feeling a little weak right now. Can give rewards for burn. I would be okay with a fiery cutlass. I regretfully even take singers. Is this going to be a win? Again, I am trying to learn all of the various ins and outs of Dooley, this hero. I got one of his skills. Your burn items have a plus 2% crit chance. That's really minimal. Almost never. In fact, I would say never do you want to lose income to gain gold. Find an abandoned chest. Sells small and large items. Buys your medium items. Do I have any of those? I do not. Oh, but what is... Crypto's at 5. That's the maximum value. I want to sell that. Oh, what's this? I can sell it like this. Oh. 5 gold. We're rich. We're not rich. Let's see. So we are going to be able to plot that down. Sells small and large items. Lost crate. I'm going to check on the event again. Like I said, I can't keep them straight. The lost crate. Medium item or a skill? Let's take our chance on the medium item. The skill is random, and it might be one that does absolutely nothing. Or at least the medium item, you can sell. If you don't like it. Your weapons gain 5 damage for the fight. When you slow, charge this by 2 seconds. I don't appear to be making a weapons build, but who knows? I might end up being that. Cool LEDs. And Gains in ammo if I sell that as a tool. Sure, that actually seems... Yeah, I can't see myself reasonably using this. So that'll give it 3 charges. Okay, placement is less important. A lot of times, the only thing this is, so far I've seen that where placement is important is either left or right of the core. For instance, in Vanessa, a lot of Vanessa's cards have effects on adjacent items. I can upgrade a bronze item or grab a skill. I'm going to upgrade my core. Or I want to upgrade the gun. Core, I think. So now this will gain 2 burn every time this goes off. Spare change, no. Sells skills or additional weapons. Right, that's a big one. The damage equal to your shields. If I'm not growing that one shields. Well, it grows every time it grows off. When you shield charge this for 2 seconds for the Armadillo or Bulldozer. You use another friend. This gains 10 damage for the fight. Your other friend's cooldowns are by 10%. I don't like that on. I kind of like that one. I have enough. I can afford it. Deal damage equal to your shield. Yeah, but that is the more damage I take, I'm going to lose shield. I'm going to be doing less damage. Said. I gotta learn what works and what don't. You know? Know what I mean? I think we'll... No, that's right. We need the shield. Okay. Gotta find out what's gonna work. New hero. I'm gonna suck at it. Hey, I'm 1 out of 2 on PvP games. Finite Baker is level 3. They have not won a game yet. I'm sure I can fix that for them. Again, I'll note this is asynchronous. This is a deck and build from someone who may still be playing or may not even be online. They basically save up the decks and you'll run up against them. A good chunk of fire. I don't know the interplay is going to get out of the way. I should be able to. I'm firing off enough shield. I won't be getting any more shield from that one, but the early start I got from that. When I am 2-0 with Dooley. Are you... Wait for it. Are you duly impressed? You'll note he didn't have his entire play space open because I emphasized getting experience early. I did. Alright, so we can upgrade a bronze item, which is probably where we want to go. I thought this was a friend. Do I have no friends now? I have no friends. This thing's less good if I don't have a friend. Don't. Come on. I'm not sure which is better. I may yoink that for the other stuff. 35 seconds. It's doing 30. 7 seconds. That one's doing 20, but charges another tech. Let's see. That's the friend. We don't need the friend in there now. I mean, not that the heal's bad. Heal's okay. I added hastes. Charging the core. Use the core, charge this one. That's a slow. for now, we're going to go like this, I think. When you use another tech, that charges. 1 tech. Use another tech. 2 techs. 3 techs. 4. Okay. We'll give that a go. We'll give it a spinaruno. We want to upgrade a bronze. That gains charges when I sell a tool. The reason we don't want the shield is because we have a monster fight before we hit the PvP fight. If we had a PvP fight coming up, I'd probably take that. Selling medium items. Well, if it's not a core, and I don't know if cores can pop up or not, I'm less interested. So I think we're going to upgrade something. But we can only upgrade a bronze. Sure, why not? Should go to 23 and 2. Oh, 18 and 2. We can gain a small friend. We can eat some chocolate bars. Those increase your health. You can get 5 for free, and they give you 5 health each. You can buy 5 for 5 gold. They give you 10 health each. You can buy 5 gold for 10. Sorry, 5 gold ones for 10 gold, and they give you 15 each. There are items that grow in strength every time you sell an item. So those can be very, very good for pumping up other items if you have them. This is sell. I think we have to get a friend. We're busted ass right now. Not completely. That is a friend. Poison and shield. We're not doing a poison build, but having another friend around does give us more options. Now I can always sell any of the items that I know I'm not going to be using. If I find myself in sudden need of a little bit of spending money. So we could go with a hexa. I don't remember what a hexa has or gives when we beat her. But I am trying to be competitive, so I would like to get the 3 XP. And again, I'm trying to learn how to play Dooley. A similar sort of thing. That's burning both players. Not sure that's an advantage. They're going to be getting a lot of regen. Oh, that's right. They destroyed a couple of my small items. Well, yes, that's only a destroy for the game, not permanent destroy. Do I get another crypto? No, I get haste your other items for a second every 9 seconds and gain 6 regen. When you burn, charge this for 2 seconds. I don't have enough burning for this to be worthwhile to use right now. It will be worth 6 when I sell it. No hurry to sell it. Don't right this instant. We're going to get a silver tier skill. I will note I can also re-roll if I don't like any of these. You can re-roll once. That looks like the first time you fall behind half health, shield equal to 2 times the burn on your opponent. I don't have that much burn. When you haste, your items gain 1% critical chance. Your leftmost item has a 16% critical chance. I'm not impressed with any of them. What I can do is I can move this there, and we will give this a 16. So what now? When I rearrange stuff, whatever ends up in the left has a 16% chance. Work on the docks. Gain 4 gold. I'll gain 4 gold. Haste, slow, and cooldown items. Selling skills. Let's see what we get. What options we have here. Burn both players for 2. Adjacent items have their cooldowns reduced. 6% just doesn't seem like that much. Ballista. Deal 40. When you haste, this gains 10 damage. When this gains haste, charge it for 2 seconds. I don't think I have anything currently hasting anything. I have... That's hasting the core, sorry. But it would have to haste that. No. Okay, any haste, like this will do every 4 seconds, will give this more damage. But when this gains haste, charge it. So it's a slow damaging, but increasing damaging ability. And this one is Mech Moles, 50 damage. When it gains haste, your weapons gain 4 damage for the fight. When this gains haste, use shield items. None of those are particularly good. I will re-roll and hope to get lucky. This time for sure. Absolutely something good. Turbo battery. Charge the item to the left of this 2 seconds. Haste 1 item for 2 seconds. It has 4 charges. It's actually pretty good. Burn both players for 10. Slow all enemy items for 2 seconds. That'll go off once. That would, however, 6 seconds. That goes off at 9 seconds. So it would actually burn both players for 12 and slow them. I don't think that's worth it. When you slow, charge this. I do like this one. Charge the item to the left. Problem with that is, I can only charge the item to the left. Hit GPU. Haste the core more. Fine, screw it. Let's try it. To the left. Or we just put it there and immediately charge the item to the left. That's probably better. All right, we are 2 and 1. I would be surprised if we can make it to 4 wins. I would be pleased. They have 1 win and at least 2 losses. You start at 20 prestige, and if you lose a match, you lose a prestige equal to the day. Let's see. They've got a lot of damage and some pretty decent healing and shield. Their odds are pretty good, I would say. I'd say they're probably simply because the Shark Claws is building up all of their weapon items. Yeah, there we go. The longer the match goes, the better they are, because every time this thing hits, it adds 20 damage to all of the weapons. So, yep. I'm now 2 and 2. $5 gold sounds pretty good right now. Chocolate bars. I need to try and make things suck less. Oh, well, that's easy. We're going to upgrade that to gold. And we're broke. Sell some items. I'm definitely not using that. I can't see myself using that. The cool LEDs. I want to hold on to those 2, though, because I might get lucky and get an upgrade for them that would make them good enough. We're going to try again to defeat the Gorgon Noble. It's 2 levels higher than us. I think beatable. A lot of health. I'm hit me with poisons. I don't have a lot of healing. But the good thing about their that hurts. Their poisons is that they don't reduce my shield. Poison just does damage to your health. Burn does damage to shield and then health. So because their stuff was poison, it wasn't reducing my shield, which meant that my force field was doing a lot more damage. It is the Vial of Blood, which is always useful, as that's worth an experience. So we went with the more difficult one, which got us 3 experience points for the victory, 1 for the winning, 1 for just doing the hour, and then we also get to sell the Vial of Blood for another one. A lot of XP to get for a single match. Silver tier tool. I've been called that before. We have no tools, so we'll go with the silver tier item. We had that once. We had that twice. No, I must have sold it. No, it came up earlier. I could have purchased it. Huh. That gains 15 shield for the fight. More shield. I can try and go crankies on the shield. Of course, that's also giving us 10. Now that's going to give us more. Right. Look at the docks. Medium items. I'm going to get 3 silver tier chocolate bars. That's going to be 30 health. Not a big deal, but over time, gaining health is good. Oh, sorry, that's 60. That's right. It's 10, 20, and 30. Medium and large items. Good. Get a slow item. What? Find the abandoned crate. Let me check real fast what the lost crate is. A medium item or a skill. I have 12 gold. The only medium that I would be using immediately would be the ignition core. It's got a medium item. Probably just sell it. Let's see. Atomic clock. Increase the enemy's items cooldowns by 1 second for the fight. That seems pretty good. Every 1 second it goes off. Increase an enemy's items. Oh, 1 item. They're cooldown by 1 second. I need to AFK a sec. My cup runneth under. I am enjoying adult leisure beverages tonight to excess. A very nice day here today in the Silicon Valley. That one's tempting. If you get lucky with that, it could almost be an auto win. And I get it for free, but I'm probably going to end up selling it. All right, we are 2-2 going into round 5. Pygmalion. I should be okay against him. Have a decent shot. I didn't notice how many wins he had. Poison and fire and healing and shield. It's probably in a pretty good position. Oh, got 3 shield. Oh yeah, he's fine. Not yet. Very fast. toxic matchbox going off like that. The weather glass. I have no chance. None. 0. I'm now 2 and 3. Sadly, there's a bit of a sort of an inertia thing, momentum thing, that if you start, very rarely do you come back from a bad start. I think only once have I lost the first 2 and ended up getting to 7 wins. All right, temporary boost. It's a boost to all healing or all weapons. And the third thing I don't remember. Let's see if we can get lucky and get a couple of small items. Let's see. Burn for 4. Use the core, another ray. And adjacent burn items. This and adjacent burn items. Yeah, I want that. I want more burn. I have not gotten much burn. Burn both players for 15. Slow all enemy items for 3 seconds. And it slows all enemy items for 3 seconds. That's big. But no, I think for right now what we're going to do is move that up. That down. Let's sell this. And that. And take a spin and see if we get anything else that's going to float our boat. That's 9 seconds. But when you use an adjacent friend, haste it for 2. I don't think you qualify as friends. They do not. When you use an adjacent item, haste to the other adjacent item for 1 second. That's a very smart design. I like that design a lot. I don't think so. I like the metronome design, though. That's very, very cool. Gain 2 income. If I instead of being 2 and 3, I was 3 and 2, I might get the 2 income, because that's a long-term play. Selling items. A little more coin wouldn't hurt. We can get lucky. Shield item. Tool. Let's see if we can get lucky. Nope. Foreman, Lone Shark. Well, we were playing to learn the character, the hero, so let's go with the tough one. That's really not good. Does he have hastes? No, he doesn't. Those items are going to, combat items, his weapons are just going to get huge fast. Yep, I'm dead. Realistically, a straightforward weapon build is going to kill me every time because I'm not going to have the shields to power the force field. And I don't have enough shield items to really make that into a top tier item. I'm going to re-examine what we've got. I don't see any other way out of it. I think we made our choice, and it was a bad one. But hey, you have to learn. A silver or lower tier item. Prayer. We'll use the power of positive prayer. We'll upgrade our core to gold. 10. Now every time it goes off, they'll each gain 3 fire damage. Non-weapon. Transform. Ooh, I could try a really fucking tech play. I'm going to. We're going to turn that into another random large item. The odds that this works out, pretty close to 0. So this is a gold force field. And it's going to turn into the crane. When you use an adjacent large item, this gains 30% damage. When you use an adjacent medium item, it gains 20% damage. I don't think this is going to work out for us. I don't think our marriage is going to work out, dear. We no longer need bad shield. What else do we have? Charge the item to the left of this. Slow an item when you use the core. Charge this a second. What else we got? Use another tech. 1 tech. 2 tech. 3 tech. Boy, that's not good. We're screwed. Charge the item to the left of this. Haste this. Haste 1 item. We're screwed. We're just screwed. I have screwed myself well and truly, lads. We're going to lose out from here. And I feel like what's going to happen. Sells gold tier items. Desperation calls for desperate measures. Poison, no. When this gains haste, I'm not doing any hasting. The first time you use this, each fight, destroy a small enemy item for the fight. Give me something. Okay, we can buy that. I'll buy that. Okay, so we're selling that for 12 gold. Buying that for 16 gold. We're moving that to the right, so it's now getting fire, scarecrow. If we have shield, its cooldown is reduced. So now we want to drop some shield stuff in. Shield and a little bit of damage on a 6-second. We need more shield. Let's see, that is on a 7-second. And it grows over time. That one's got poison. We don't really care about the poison. We don't need the friend anymore. We're just trying desperately to keep some shield up, even if it's only up intermittently. When this thing procs, the cooldown will be reduced. It's a Hail Mary. But you know, you gotta do. A man's gotta do. I'm almost certain it can't get obliterated. Mac is overpowered. They've nerfed him twice in the week he's been in the game, and he is still by far, at least in the mid to late game, the most powerful. I'm not sure. I died of poison, probably. This has got multicast 3, so every 6.9 seconds I get 33 additional poison. He's giving me 14. Plus I'm also getting burn. Not that much. Oh no, I may actually get this. Triumph. So my juggling there worked. In this particular case, having multiple shielding items going off at various times kind of provides a little insulation to keep this on a very fast cooldown. Mac is also fragile, so most of the time if he doesn't win quickly, your odds are okay. So we're back to what? 3-3? We are 3-3, guys. All right, we don't need to start the next fight with 700 because that's a monster fight. Monster fights generally we're going to win. I'm going to get some chocolate bars because they're delicious. But I don't want to burn through all of my cash. So we'll get 5 of the medium quality bars that are worth 20 health each. Sells tools, sells skills. I am low on gold. Get a non-weapon item. Technically, that's the only weapon I've got. So theoretically, we could get an upgrade to any of these. Not likely, but it could happen. When you sell this, the core gains a damage equal to double the item's value. A little damage from the core would be welcome. Sure, I'm not going to complain about that. I guess if it doesn't have a damage stat, it can't do damage. So I just got the gold for it. Radiant Corsair is 5 levels higher than me. I have essentially, I think, no chance to defeat it on my chump-ass build. We're going to go with Joyful Jack. I don't know why he's so happy. His head is empty. I guess that's probably why he's happy now that I think about it. He has lots of heals and some poisons. Regen. Right now we're doing okay. We're burning. I think we win. Beat the monster again. I have managed to pull this, I think, into a reasonable build. Not good, but reasonable, especially since this is my first time playing Dooley. When you use a weapon, I have one of those in play. I do not see myself playing for poison, so we're going to go ahead and... Okay, gold tier skills. Teaches freeze skills or teaches crit skills. I don't think I have any particular percentage to... I have 2% to crit. Increasing that by, say 5%, we're still not going to get much. That is interesting. That's the leftmost crit line. Yeah, I think that's the one we want there. Freeze skills. Give one of my skills an addition to freeze. I'm going to go with just gold tier skills so we can get something good. The first time you use a large item, I have no large items. Rightmost item has a 24% crit chance. I would swap that over. And that is the first time you use an item, each fight haste 2 burn items for 2 seconds. I'm going to go with that. Regen. Non-weapon items. We only have one weapon. We could get lucky. We've got enough gold on us to take that chance. Luck me, baby. That's a luck. That's going to go from 4 to 6. 2 more gold. We can browse and maybe get one more. One more would be nice. Okay. Coolant. Freeze one item for a second. Use a friend or the core, and that is... He's a medium friend when you use a small item to charge this by a second. A lot of smalls, but it's not better than that. We'd have to nuke 2 items from over here. No, I think we're good. Can we go work the docks or weapons? I have the one weapon, our odds of matching up. Let's just work the docks for a little bit of coin and a buff. A shield item. We could get lucky and double up on one of these shield items. That'd be nice. That'd be real nice. Give it to me. Nope. At the start of each hour, spend 2 gold to get a gumball. Is that optional? I assume that's optional. I don't have the gold to burn through, so I'm just going to go ahead and sell that. I mean, if you were cranking out gold, that might be worth it. But... All right, so can we go to 4? If I could get 4 wins out of my first playthrough on Dooley, I would be very pleased. So, knock on wood. And by the way, the actual wood. Mass damage kills me. Combo platter, fire, poison, a lot of poison. If I die, the poison kills me. The freezes finish me. I think I lose because of the freezes. Maybe not. Just it's a tie, so that's a victory for me. Again, this is asynchronous, so they'll never know the fact that we tied, we both died, but that counts as a victory for me. That is 4 on my first go-through. I am very pleased with that result. Since I don't understand what the fuck is going on with Dooley, that's a really good result. Transform. The last transform we did. Haste item? Haste would be good. I don't know. Yeah, we'll take a look at a haste item. See if we can. A large, huh? Slow one item on the enemy when you slow haste. I don't have a whole bunch of hastes. Or slows, I should say. So that's a sell. Gumballs. Gumballs. Get a small shield. I'm going to buy 10 gold worth of gumballs. Now, if you're buying gumballs, you want to make sure you've got 5 slots free. I mean, you can buy them one at a time. But I'll buy 5, and then you can buy up to a total of 10. And they give you options to buy 1, 5 at a time. And what they do is, depending on the color that you get, red increases your weapons damage by 1, so that went to 19. Yellow increases your shield items by 1. Blue increases your crit chance by 1%. And green increases your health by 10. Let's see. Bouncertron is 2 levels higher than me. Do I want to take the chance? I'm brave. I'm courageous. A little round robot. Let's go. Presumably he has items that conceivably I could use. That's fucking big. This is gonna hurt. It's gonna sting a little. Like, ouch. We may have enough burn on him. We're gonna win anyway. As long as that doesn't go off, we won. So I'm gonna get one of these items. Are any of them gonna make the grade? I would love that cybersecurity could make a deal. 30 damage for each weapon or tech item you have. How can he have 540? He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 items. I mean, come on, what the hell? Anyway, it's unlikely I'll get that. Katana. It's a very fast attacking item. I've leveled up again. 2 gold for each tool. That'd be 4 gold, 2 gold, and a silver loot item. Silver item. Usually, a silver item is going to be probably 4 gold, but it might also be something I can use, which would be better. Only 2 gold. The isocoric freezer. Freeze an item with a cooldown of 5 seconds or less for 1 second. Not bad, but not really a fit for what I'm doing here. Okay. 5 chalky bars. We'll spend 10 gold. 150 life. The deeper you get into the game, the more the time you're going to be buying chocolate bars or gumballs. Because a lot of the time you're going to have like 30 gold, and there's nothing else that is offered that is worth it. Ooh, that's heals. That has heals or damage as 2 of the 3 options. Let me double check that. Jules's Cafe has gain 10% life for the rest of the day, only for the rest of the day. Your heal items gain 50, your weapons gain 25 damage. I have a lot of shield items and no heal items. My 1 weapon is not a big damage thing. We could go fishing for non-weapon items, but I'm going to grab the experience point. We're up against Mac. Turn day 8 and later, I don't feel I have much of a chance against Mac. At least I don't usually on Vanessa. Might be different with Dooley here. He generally has a lower life. He's got way more burn than I do. I'm dead really fast. 113 burn and 91 burn. I'm burning for 370 and I'm dead. That's most of my games against Mac are that fast. Faster. He's still grossly overpowered. even after they nerfed him twice. And yet I chose not to buy him today, instead going with Dooley, because Dooley seems more interesting to me. He still does. Also, I think Mac is going to get at least one more, probably 2 more rounds of nerfs. More chocolate bars. Okay. Another 150 life. We're now at 4 and 4. A small non-weapon. Take a chance on a rare event or merchant. Let's go with that. Sells slow items. Probably expensive ones. No. Ooh. Slow. 1 item for 2 seconds will go to 3 seconds when I use the core if I swap that in. That one's shiny. What is it? Heavy Clarence. 20 slows 2 items when you use a friend. It gains 15 damage for the fight. Definitely not that. The question is, I mean, it's 4. I don't think I'm going to be using it, though. What do we have here? Hamlet. They seem to be naming a lot of these Dooley items with, like, human names. The only item I can reasonably swap out, given that I really want that to be running at 2.5 seconds. The shield is good would be that, which would mean I'm getting 2 seconds less haste on the core. I don't think I can use them. I don't want to burn 8 gold to see what else he has to offer, or she has to offer, on a purely speculative weapons platform. That doesn't sound imposing at all. But hey, I'm Dooley. I fear no tank. Except probably that one. The kinetic cannon. When you use a small item, it gains 50 damage. Oh, that's not good. He's hit 500 damage already. Crit number. 12%. Okay, so maybe a bad idea to take on the tank. We reached day 9. We now have a choice. We can enchant an item with haste effects, or enchant an item with a random effect. A haste effect would probably be good. Let's see. That's going off every 5 seconds or every 2.5 seconds. So I'm going to drop a haste effect on that, so that when it goes off every 2.5 seconds, most of the time, it's doing some haste to other things. If you enchant an already enchanted item, like this one is a heavy induction Aegis, it would lose the heavy. You can only have one enchantment per item at a time. So I assume it's going to give some haste to some of my items. It will haste 2 items for 2 seconds every time it goes off, and it's mostly going off every 2.5 seconds. That's a significant increase of goodness. Choose a free loot item. Yeah, let's choose a free loot item. We can... let's see, burn. I think we actually want to increase that one because it's theoretically going off every 2.5 seconds. So we move this over. We go ahead and accept the cinders. Slide this over to the left because they always affect whatever's on the left. And now we slide it back. $5 gold. Sells medium and large items. Well, we've got a large. All of our items are medium or large. If we can get 1 item upgrade, I'll be happy. We're a whiff on the first set. 6% crit chance for adjacent items. Charge 1 other tech item a second. This game's had haste. Charge it a second. Adjacent weapons gain 9 damage. Adjacent shields gain 9 shields. We'll go ahead and spend 4 gold and hope. Come on! Gimme! We got an upgrade. Now we could also buy one of these if we want to. The solar farm we already had. The bulldozer. Alright, they haven't lost yet. They are 8-0. Their deck is really good. I'm going to lose. Vanessa doesn't get to 8-0 unless her deck is good. That is going off very often to 140 life drain damage and shield. He has 1,500. In short, I lose. It wasn't as strong as I had expected it to be to have that record. Because I lasted a lot longer than I expected to against a Vanessa that record. I mean, she was going to beat me. I predicted that. That was easy to predict. Alright, so my life has been gone down to 0. I get a res. I get to choose one of these 3 awesome things, and I get 1 more death. Gain 20 gold and 5 XP. Choose a free diamond tier item. Visit a random enchantment location. Yes, please. So, I can add heal effects to an ability, or we can do one randomly. Now, none of my abilities are particularly large numbers to get heals out. You know, a lot of times, for instance, if I was to add heals to this, it would just give me like 25 heals. Not very much. So instead, we're going to take a crapshoot. We already got that one as a turbo welding torch. I assume we can use the core. And is now also putting out poison. Not a great result. Not sure what I was looking for, but not a great result. Although I can increase it up to 12. I think not. Chocolate bars. Almost broke. We're busted flat in Baton Rouge. Waiting on our train. Old guy music reference. Enchant an item with a poison effect. Okay, well, now we'll actually be dealing a little bit of poison. Okay. That's going off every 6. That's going off every 4. I think we'll add poison to our Chris Army knife. Should be. Oh, that's right, it's 10%, so that's not much. Yeah, no big deal. Fuck it. Frost Street Champion, you're going down, you punk. Probably I'm going to get frozen a lot and die. That would be frozen a lot. I'm almost dead. Note, this is doing 2,360 damage. You get late in the game, things get really degenerate. And I don't mean having sex with animals degenerate. Although maybe. Sells enchanted items. I doubt they're going to have one I want. Oh, we can improve haste an item, 50% critical hit chance. What would we yoink? The heal would be 40 every 4 seconds, and a haste, 1 item for 3 seconds instead of 2. Or the shielded brick buddy. Use an adjacent friend. Friend. I would have to yoink 2 things. Get more shields. can't afford it, nor can I afford the shielded scrap metal. I could sell stuff and afford that one, but I'm not using it. So... get a slow item. What? We'll get a little health bonus, and we will increase all of our shield items by 10. Not bad. One last level up. Skills unique to Dooley. Weapon skills, haste to charge. Let's see what skills are unique to Dooley. When you use a friend, your weapons gain damage. First time you fall below half health each fight, shield equal to 3 times the burn on your opponent. That might be like 150, which isn't bad. First 5 times you use the core each fight, slow 1 item. Yeah, we'll go with that. 2 seconds. They have 7 wins and like 4 losses. And they're a level higher than me. Their deck is going to be pretty good, probably better than mine. Closer than I did. Yeah, that's a pretty big shark class. That thing's going to get bigger all the time. And they've got almost twice the life I have. So. Almost dead. Almost dead. Think I'll go for a walk. And that will be the end of this game on Dooley. I will play one more on stream and then call it here. I got 4. I'm happy with getting 4 on Dooley in my first shot. The way you gain over time, can gain gems for free. Gems is the game store, real money currency, is by leveling up. Every level you get either a ticket for the ranked mode, which can give you more chests, or you can get a chest. And the chests will have 35 to a larger number. I got 85 once, which is a really small percent chance. And Dooley costs 600. That was the first. You get an 80% discount on your first one. Yeah. The way you level up is by doing daily challenges and weekly challenges. The weeklies are about to roll over. And the dailies you can usually get done in a few games. Sometimes as little as 1 game you can get all 3 dailies done. So for instance, in that, sell 25 items, I would have gotten that one complete. Apply haste 50 times, I would have gotten that one complete. Actually, maybe not. I did a lot of charges, but basically pretty easy, and I would have won 4 of the 6 required PvP battles. So it would take me probably 2 games to get all of the weeklies done. Or all the dailies done, I should say. The weeklies take a little bit longer, selling 200. These, by the way, they're random, and you can, once per day or week, you can change one of them out. This is sell 200 items, buy 40 large items, and start 600 hours. So that's probably playing something like 60 games. $50 or 60 games. And I'm gonna live dangerously. Okay, first I'm gonna refill my cup. And then I'm gonna play a game of ranked on Dooley. My oats. Having gotten 4. Get 2 this time. 0. A definite possibility. play. I'm going to try a ranked game on Dooley. All right, here we go. Ranked is generally significantly harder than the free-to-play non-ranked games, so the odds are maybe 20% I win for. Weaponized core. Weapons to the right. Deal 10 for this fight. When you use any item on the left, charge this. So that would be if we want to go heavy on weapons. This is the core. Deal 30, charge all items to the right. 1 second. When you use any charge on the left. So I'm going to go for weapons, I think. No, I think I like that better, actually. By itself, it does a little more damage. I like the charging all items to the right. And any item left being used to charge this. Now, let's go weapons. We need more guns. I will choose an enchanted item. Give me guns. It's a weapon. And it will also give me shield. Lost crate. Gotta look at it. The events. I can never keep most of them straight. Medium item or a skill? Or selling small. Give me small. Deal 8. That's really freaking boring. My God, is that boring. What is a weapon? You sell this, the core gains damage equal to its items. We will upgrade our alpha ray, because of course we will. We can buy a crypto for 2 gold, and we'll just sell it for 5 at some point in the future. Possibly even 4 if we need the money. And we're good to go. We'll win this first monster match easily. The Kyber drone, I think, has one very good item we could get. Like Shen. I thought the Eagle Talisman is bad. Might even be able to use the Stinger. So which this means we'll of course get the insect. That thing's off to I like the shielded alpha ray, I gotta say. That's my friend. And here's okay. Stinger. Use the Stinger. The laser pistol is that's good. 5 seconds. Oh, 10 seconds. 10 seconds. It's a heal. A little bit of heal, too. 2. Gotta wait for your crypto to cap out, baby. Small non-weapon, mysterious creature. Sells weapons. Looking for... Let's see. The Uzi deals 10 damage. The Armadillo, when you shield, charge at 2 seconds. Pulse rifle has, if it's adjacent to a friend. I will buy that one. Hold on. We'll need a friend. Will you be my friend? Don't answer that. Get a small weapon. We're weapon-tastic today. Use another tech. That's a tech. No, it's not a tech. That's a tech. That's definitely not a tech. That is a tech. Drop both of those. Charge a second. Charge a second. I really like this. I like the ray so far. A little bit of healing. I don't think so. I think that is because we have a tech there, so That goes off. Basically, that reduces the casting time. It's 6 seconds. So we're going to do a lot more damage. We're going to do damage, a little bit of shielding. We're going to do damage. We're going to be big frickin' guns. I'd say our odds are pretty good for day 1. They have 4 smalls. They're going to have a good chunk of poison. My shield will not help against that. It'll only help against the damage from the Arcid. Zoarcid is one of my favorite items when I'm using Vanessa. I think I lose? No, maybe not. No, I've got pretty heavy hitting stuff. Oh yeah, I do. Yep, just too much poison. Poison was obviously going to be my weakness. Shield doesn't care about the poison. Burn item, no. We're low on money. We will take the abandoned crate. And then medium. Do you like that item from last time? We know we like that item from last time. Don't have a friend over there, so the pulse rifle's not great without a friend. That's only 3. At some point we would like to get a friend. I don't have any friends. You have shield. Five seconds. Teach me a bronze tier skill, Sensei. I'm not using poison. If you have 5 or fewer items, 10% crit chance. That's only going to be good while I only have that many items. Your items have 4%. I'm going to try to get some wins in early. Grant 20 health per level. Snack time. Different icon that I've seen. Sells friends items. Okay, can I get a bomb squad, brick buddy, haste 1 item? This is definitely want one. Nothing else. You're out. You're in. That will start off weak at, 3 casts of 10, but it can gain 10 damage every 6 seconds if I don't get any hastes. I'm going to attempt to take on the Rogue Scrapper. My life's a little low. I think I should be okay. Combo platter of the weaponized core and the pulse rifle with a friend. In fact, we finished at full health. When you sell this, your leftmost heal item gains 15 heal. No, I don't think I have enough space to be diddling around. The crypto's up to 4. If I need more gold, I'll just sell them. Small items. A cute but mysterious creature. Grab that. We will, because we have a friend, we'll gain an XP. XP good. Sells medium items. We don't have enough gold. I really wanted to take a shot. I don't actually know if you can get additional cores from items. I expect not. That you can only upgrade them. But regular ones. So the only thing, medium item we'd really be interested in would be the pulse rifle. Long odds. 4 gold or a neutral item. Let's go with 4 gold. Alright, we got more space. The final frontier. Arc blaster. Laser pistol. We're just all freaking gunned up. $2 gold for each friend. That's 2 gold. 2 gold on a bronze tier loot item. Or a bronze tier item. Okay, Vanessa again. She hasn't lost. This one is 1-0. Lots of stuff going on here. A couple of ammunition. I should win this? I think. Oh, what the hell is that? Okay. Used up that ammo item. No, I do not. Oh, do I? I do. We both die. That's a victory. I believe the game also keeps track of your wins when you are asynchronous mode. So they also would get a victory added to their total on the account. But I won, and that's important to me. We killed each other. I need to AFK a sec. I will be right back. Don't touch that die. I'm back. Did you miss me? Try laser sight next time. Get a non-weapon item. Ew! Travel almost anywhere, basically. That gives you a number of different vendors to choose from. Costs more each time. Sells non-weapon items. What the hell? Come on, man. Give me something good. Small items. Sure. Match me up. It's not matching me up. Use the core, charge this 1 second, slow an item. That's the metronome. When you use an adjacent item, haste the other item for a second. I like the design on that one, obviously. When you slow, charge this 2 seconds. I'm not doing any slowing yet, am I? Or maybe 1? No. I would like to charge that up. So, what we can do, we can grab that. For when we expand out our playfield. And we can sell that. That. Not our crypto. Crypto's back down to 1, guys. Can't sell when it's 1. Give me an upgrade. Come on, be nice, be generous. Thank you. Not sure it's good, but it is an upgrade, which is what I asked for, so... It would be disingenuous of me to complain, don't you think? Small non-weapon item, weapons. So I say I don't think, and then I thought we're going to upgrade 2 of them. That got better. That got better. I don't think I can get any upgrades for these, so I'm going to not spend 2 more gold. Scout Trooper. How are we doing? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. I want to make sure we get at least 2. I'd be fine with a vial of blood. Not sure how often that statement has been made on the internet before. The internet's weird. You noticed? So, vial of blood, please. Have to give me an extra XP. Please, that would be nice. Please. Oh. The first time you fall below 50% health each fight, reload 2 items. I'm not currently using any ammunition items, so that does nothing. Sells items. Transform. I'll take a small friend. Copper Ed. But we only get multicast 3 if we only have a single friend. So, on the other hand, if it's Ed, you get shield. Not a weapon, so it doesn't count. So no, Ed. I don't think you're going in. We appreciate your time and effort, Ed, but screw off. Let's increase the heal on our one and only heal item. It's not much, but it's an honest living. I'm gonna go ahead and sell the crypto for 4. Whoops. And we are going to bop both of these out. Alright, which means this gets hasted every time the core gets used. It gets hasted every 5 seconds. And the core gets charged every 5 seconds as well. This item doesn't actually get used. That's disappointing. I'm disappointed, son. Alright, what do we got? What do we got? Upgrade a bronze tier item. Say the core? Yes, please, the core. 40 or 30? 30. Which means what? 15? Yeah, 15. Alright, this player is 2-0. I am 1-1. Krasnohorkai. That's the guy's name. Probably not his real name, by the way. He's trying to mostly burn me out. Do you think I'm okay? Yeah, I'm okay. Not a very strong build. God, I hope he's not watching. Don't worry, most of my builds suck. Sell items or fins. Again, it's an event. I'm terrible at remembering what they do. Let's see. 5% max health and my shield items gain shield, or heal items gain heal, or we gain regen. JJ, we're on day 4. I think the only thing he could possibly sell that would be an upgrade for us was if we got first Aiden. We can get a small weapon. I don't think we can get upgrades for silver tier weapons on day 4. More shield. That thing has shield equal to the damage, not the reverse. 20 on the heal. Sure. 5 regen. Regen's not bad. 4 seconds. It gets frozen, slowed, but if it gets hasted. Let's go with the regen. In case we ever want to drop the heal. Get a burn item. No, thank you. 8 convoys. Sells haste, slow, and cooldown items. 2 gold and an XP. XP is good. Thank you, Crip. I learned that from Criparian. A Hexa. I'm going to take... Let's see. We're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4... We can take the chance because I think we still level up before the end of the day. I think we're okay. We're going to be gaining a lot of regen, but a bunch of straightforward face smacking damage. Oh, I'd forgotten about that. Yeah, they destroyed a couple of small items. Still, we won easily. Note, that is a temporary destroy, not a... Do we get another crypto? No, we get virus. Destroy an item. Destroy another small item on each player's board. No, thank you. I don't want to destroy mine. If it was destroy one of theirs and do a couple of poison, maybe, but no. See? Your shield item to the left gains blah, blah, blah. Another level up. Silver skills. Come on, let's go. Rightmost weapon has plus 30 to damage. Well, you know what my rightmost weapon is going to be in about, 2 seconds. That one. If it's adjacent to a friend. Oh, look at that. It's adjacent to a friend. Isn't it nice to have friends? 100 health, not bad. Transform, no. Sells tools. What do we have that are tools? Nothing. I'll take the health. It's boring, but it's always useful. Get a weapon. No, I think the gumballs. I think we're in this for the gumballs, my friends. 10 of them. Did I not? Thought I pushed the button. I did not. Alright. That increases shield items. Crit chance. Shield item. Damage. Damage, shield. Health by 10. And crit chance. What's our current crit chance? A solid 2%, guys. How can we possibly lose? That's not solid. They have won 2 and lost 1. Same record as me, I believe. Couple of medium items. Let's see. They're trying to burn me out. Oh, and a 300-point Langshan. That's bad. They also have some health. I gotta say, the first shot from the pulse rifle seemed to work pretty fucking well. You know? I'm okay with that. We are now 3-1. I gave myself a 20% chance here in an actual freaking competitive ranked game. 5 gold, health and shield items. We currently have 1 of each, but the shield isn't a shield item. It's actually a weapon that just happens to have whatever damage you do have a shield equal to that. Shield item. So we're going to get 5 gold. We can increase that up to silver tier. We can get 3 spare change, or we can get small items. I don't think any of the small items we can get would be upgrades. So we're going to upgrade our 1 bronze item that is available to us. Again, we're living dangerously and pushing our luck, going with the tougher opponent for extra gold, but mostly for extra XP. Experience points. The earlier you can get them, the better. I'm okay with that pulse rifle, you know? It's pretty good. Pulse rifle and friend. When you use a friend, your weapons gain 3 damage for the fight. First Aiden is doubly useful. Silver tool, 2 gold and silver loot item. Loot item basically is used to put a small buff on an item permanently, like 5 damage, something like that. Or a silver tier item, more likely to be able to be sold for a bit more gold, unless it's small. Kiss of Death. The Uzi, it has 8 rounds, so it can fire off its damage pretty quick. Skill upgrades, yes please. I have 29 gold. Would I like that to go from 30 to 40 damage? Let me think. Yes. Sharpening Stone. You know, that thing is turning into my favorite beat stick. Get the sharpening tool. Sharpening stone. Sell it. Right onto the base damage. Means the first time it goes off, it's doing 210, 216 damage. Right now, I am quite happy with my build so far. This is Mac on day 5, I think. So my odds are fair against him. Mac is very tough. He does not have a lot of health. He's poisoned mostly with a little burn. I like my odds. I think I'm good. Pretty sure I'm good. Yeah, I was good. I was good. I gave myself a 20% chance of getting 4 wins. That's 4 wins in 5 games. That also means I'm getting a chest, a reward chest at the end. Guaranteed at least 35 gems. 50% of the time you get no additional gems. Then it's like 15. So I once got an 85, which is like a 1% chance. A deadly duel now. This is going to be a random monster, and it can be one that's ludicrously overpowered and will absolutely curb stomp me. But I can also get experience out of this. And that's better than a small weapon or seeing if I can get a medium. Yeah, I'm going to get curb stomped. It's level 10 Lich. I've only seen the Lich one other time, and this is going to be fast and ugly. Oh, I skipped it. Oh, why did I skip it? Because I'm an idiot. I would have lost, so I wouldn't have gained anything other than giving you guys a cool show. Small non-weapon. Look at the box. Toys. Sorry about that. My apologies. I should have just clicked on the little frame. Also, you should be aware of the game if you're going to play it. The UI is completely mobile. I had friends when I said, yeah, this is going to be a mobile game. They said, are you sure? And I said, oh my God, yes, am I sure. The UI is completely a mobile UI. Looked it up. Yeah, it's going to be a mobile game too. Small non-weapon. I only have like a couple toys. For tots. Oh, look at the docks. Shield item. And a tool. Weapon. Weapon? Worth it for the money. The way things are working right now, I don't really mess with them. So we're going to drop that there. Infernal. That's going to be a lot of fire damage. We're definitely going to make another level before we have another PvP game. So we take the chance because, hey, entertainment! Yeah, that thing. I actually got that as a reward when I beat this earlier today. Sold for 50 gold. Too much burn. Close, though. Had that crit on those last shots, I would have won. Worth it. It's showtime, baby. Skill upgrades. Well, I've got enough to upgrade the skill. Let's see. Shall we increase that by another 10 damage? Or the first time shall I reload items that I don't have? We're going to go with that. Upgrade a silver or lower item. Guess what? That's a silver. My favorite item ever. My new favorite item ever. Start my next fight with 700 shield, because that's equivalent to half of my life. If he's a fire Mac, that was a good choice. If he's a poison Mac, it wasn't. Mac gets really, really strong about now. Wow, he's a damage Mac. You don't see that very often. I mean, some poison. I'm liking my odds. Poison's adding up. I'm liking my odds. Oh, it's gonna be close. It's gonna be very, very close. Come on, hit him hard. He finished me off just before I could fire off my damage. Had I gotten crits, we both would have died. Very close match. I'm 4-2. Yeah, 4-2. A haste item. Transform or selling haste, slow, and cooldown items. We'll take that. Haste adjacent items for 1 second. When used an adjacent item, shield 5. It just doesn't seem strong enough to me. Every 8 seconds, it's hasting 2 items. One's next to it for 1 second. Oh, and giving you 5 shield. That just seems like a crap item. My expectation is there's some circumstance under which it's a good item. 5 gold. Sells skills. Skills. The first time you use an item each fight, shield equal to 35%. Use an item each fight. So that would be 35%. That's about a third. 500. That's pretty good. Your shield items have 10% crit chance. Technically, it's not actually a shield item, but it does be activated. Does be, but 10% not worth. First time you use a large item, I don't have any. Let's spend a whole bunch. And we're going to take on the Shock Trooper. Are we? She's got a big gun. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We should be fine. Take the chance. I'm going to take the chance. I'm going to live dangerously. There's this big gun, plasma rifle. When you burn, that's going to do 300 damage to me right now. Yeah, that's 350. That's going to hurt. We're in trouble. And we We've got to finish it before he finishes. I don't think so. Maybe. Come on, guys, hit him. Did we? No. I was hoping for a simultaneous. Nope. I needed one more thing to go off or crit. Close again. So I've lost a couple of fights that were very, very close. Chocolate bars would have made all the difference. Had I had my chocolate, my daily intake of chocolate, I would have been fine. Probably. Give me the good stuff. Regardless, I got a chest coming out of this when I expected nothing. I am happy with my choice of Dooley, not Mac. Mac, I would feel like I was playing the flavor of the month. Sells friend items. I don't have the money. 2 gold and an XP. Go. Freeze. Haste and charge skills. Gold tier. When you use a weapon, your shield items gain 6 shield for the fight. It's okay. First time you fall below half health, slow 4 items for 2 seconds. That's pretty good. First 6 times you use your rightmost item, charge 1 freeze item 1 second. I don't have any freeze items. Other than that, that would be pretty good. Because that would be 3 charge because of the multi-shot. Let's go with half health, slowing 4 items for 2 seconds. That would have won either of my last 2 losses, Monster and PvP. This guy's got 4 wins, same as me. Looks like he's got the same number of losses as me. And his name is Slutlord. Can't go wrong with that. Looks like he is fire and heals. The heals have me scared. Oh, that's 500 fucking points. I don't think I can get through that shield. I think I would. He just healed right back up. And he's doing 500 heal. I have 85 poison on me. Burn he's doing isn't that much. I just can't get through that. He's got so much fucking healing. Yeah, how much heal did this thing have? 3,000? I'm going to guess 3,000, could be 4,000. It had 3,500. Say, could be 3, could be 4. Right in the middle, 3,500. Yep, that's the what one for. I don't think I've ever seen that thing before. The Uwashiwali bird. Multicast for each property you have. Boy. Yeah, that's an awful lot. 500 every 4.9 seconds. I couldn't get through it. Day 7. I need to AFK and refill my cup. I'll be right back. We'll finish this up. And I'll call it an evening. I am back. Where are we at? Get a shield item. Transform. Sells non-weapons. We'll take the shield and sell it. Aye. He's a big one. When you use any item with the left, he gains 30 damage. You lose any item with the right, he gains 30 shield. Again, that back and forth mechanic, I think that's very cool. Let's see. And a temporary boost, that's damage. We will take 25 damage added onto all of our weapons. We actually don't want to take on the Burninator bot. I think I likely lose. And I don't think we have enough pips. We don't get at least 2 XP. This thing hits really big and hard. Got 74, 80 for 3 regeneration, I think. Not sure I can get through it. I think I can. I think right. Nice crit there. Laser pistol. How uncivilized. I get a Venomander. It's like a salamander except poisonous. Also gives regeneration. Unless you sell it. In which case it gives you 4 gold. That's actually pretty good. 800 shield. Start off with my next PvP fight. Gotta take it. Currently 4 and 3. 3 med kit. Play like there's no tomorrow. Give me steak. I'll take the regen. Fine. It was an error in judgment. I make those. Tool, loot, silver tier item. That. I'm sorry. I have to draw the line somewhere, and that has to die. It almost has an uwu face, and we can't allow that. We can't stomach that. This guy is 7 wins and no losses. I'm about to get my ass handed to me. I have to say, I do not understand the matching algorithms they have. I'm at 4 and 3 and get matched up with a guy who's 7. I don't immediately see anything to be afraid of. Yeah. He's got the metronome between 2 fast. Yeah, I'm dead. Look at that thing. Obsidian Ballista. Up to 1,500 damage on that last one. That's what happens as you go deeper into the game. I'm not good at picking up those little broken interactions very often. So that's why I very seldom win out to 10 games. An enchantment, you say? Enchant an item with burn effects. Well, that would allow me to give it 11 burn, but I'm not really interested in burn. I mean, even if this would be putting 33 burn on, I don't have any supplementary burn. Much better would be if it could I could get a heal effect. Would be great. So we're going to, instead of choosing to put burn on one of our items, we're going to enchant. Pulse rifle has nothing. You actually will have an adjective before the name if they're already enchanted. This one, for instance, is a shielded alpha ray. That's why it has shield. And if you enchant it, it would lose the current enchantment and get it. So we're going to hope to get lucky. A good one here would be life. But it's going to be random. Burn. Great. We lost damage for burn. That's not good. That's painful. We are weaker than we were. Sells friend items. Can we get another one of these little bastards? Let's see what other ones there are. Bulldozer. A large friend. Only thing use I could see for that is if you're building basically an all-friend board. So it's a friend, freeze whenever you use a friend or a core, charge it a second. You'd have to, again, that's if you've got a board of 6 friends, then this thing's going to be firing off all the time. That would be good. Charcoal. Basically, they all have human names. You've got Bill Dozer, you've got Pierre Conditioner, Charcoal, Pulse Rifle doesn't. First Aiden, Ray, Alpha Ray. Show me your other friends. Come on, that was just not friendly at all. Harmadillo, Dianasaur, Angry Balloon Bot. That one's enchanted. When you lose shield, this gains damage equal to 40% of the shield lost. If you're on a big shield build, that thing would grow big fast. Angry Balloon Bot. I can certainly see him and a bunch of shield items. That could get ugly in a hurry. But none of them are good for this build. Sadly. Sure. Chocolate bars. They're always delicious and nutritious. Let's go ahead and just tidy up our storage. You never want to fight him. That has been my discovery. He's so bad. I'm not feeling juiced right now. He has a sniper rifle, and at least the last 2 times I faced him, he won. We're going to go for the Bloodwreath Captain to try and get another... Ouch. That's 500 damage and healing. I don't think we can get through it. Maybe with any kind of luck with my other items I can get through it. Yeah, actually I might be able to get through it. I did, obviously. Good. I will now level up once more before a probable final match. Captain's Wheel. If you have a vehicle or large item, I have neither. Captain's Wheel is a good item. Very strong in Vanessa. Spare change? No, obviously not. Weapons. That one's platinum. Deals 200 damage when you burn. This gains 75 damage for the fight. That one's tempting. Drop it on this side so it gets charged. Oh. No, so it charges. It would be over here. 200 damage. No, it's not that much. Even though it's... Unless you've got multiple burns going on or a way to haste it, then obviously it's a beat stick. When you use an adjacent tech, charge that. Ballista, when you haste. Yeah, I'm not hasting. We will take another. Come on, give me that. Give it to me. That's not giving it to me. I wanted you to give it to me. Hard and fast. And what did I say? When you use a friend. No, that's another one for the friend build. I have definitely eaten a lot of damage from the rocket launcher in the past. The cast 336. Go up. I would have to yoink 2 things. I don't think I can do it. Earlier, I could have built around it a bit more. It is tough to make additions late in the game. I will definitely take that. 900 shield and enchant an item. Heal. See, if I gave it to the core, that's only going to give me like 32 heal per. Not very impressive. These numbers would go higher. That would be double heal, but that's just not very good. We can try and get luckier with the burn. Try and get rid of the burn. Burn and heal. Let me go heal. I'm going to replace the burn with heal. The odds are probably in his favor. He knows Dooley better than me. Worst case, we still get our chest. That's a lot of poison. That's a lot of poison. I don't know what that fuck that is. Friends have Christian. That's what they have. It's going to be a fair amount of poison. And a lot of heals. I think the heals probably keep him killing. Jeez. I don't even seem to be harming. He slowed all of my shit way the hell down. I didn't even notice that. Where was the slows? Multicast. When you use a friend, slow one item for 3 seconds. Okay. And he was buzzing through his friend uses and everything mine got slowed down, so it never went off. Let's see. That went off and did a little bit. Yeah. They went off a few times, but not much. And that is going to be it for my run. We'll open up the chest and see what I got. Still, we got a bronze victory. I am very pleased with that. I gave myself a 20% chance of getting that on the first go through. We get a chest. I will open the chest. I don't know if the rankings... I assume the rankings are based on your account, not based on the hero you're playing. We have one chest. We're going to go over to collection. The UI is bad because it's a mobile game UI, and they always suck balls. When you open a chest, you get these collectible cards or different appearances for your hero or whatever the fuck this is. I have no idea. But we'll gain, you can see the info here. We'll open up the chest. We'll gain 35 gems, and then these are the odds of getting additional. I had an 85 one earlier. That is 0.9%. I hit one of those. So most of the time, you get 35 gems. You also will get a collectible, different values. What those matter for, I have no idea. And chests have a chance to drop bonus rewards. A 2% chance for a ranked voucher, another ticket, and 1% chance for another chest. Wait, what was that? Oh, okay. All items with a specific rarity tier have equal probability. As to what that function that has, if any other than cosmetic, I don't know. Probably 35, take me to 145. 160, so I hit 15 extra. Yay! That's like a 30% chance, I think. So, anyway, but the next purchase I think is 3,000. So I have a ways to go. I purchased Dooley just before stream today. So I want to thank you guys for hanging out as I learned a little bit about Dooley, and I took the chance. Let me forget. Go back to normal free play as I'm going to try and learn the character, but to have gotten 4 or 5 wins on my first go through, and then 4 wins on my first rank to go through with a character I'd never played before, I'm very, very pleased about. I'm not very good at the game, and that's a really good result for me, for starters. I want to thank you guys for hanging out tonight. As always, I am very, very appreciative. I will be taking tomorrow off. I'll be back on Thursday, probably for an early stream. I've been hearing a lot of buzz about a game called Blueprints. It's been described as a cross between Slay the Spire and I don't remember what the hell the thing was. Anyway, it's sort of a puzzle slash narrative game with exploration. It sounds and looks interesting, and the game writer Jason Schreier has been almost convulsing about it. He's been playing it for like a month now and says it's one of the best games he's ever played. So I'll be playing that on Thursday, probably early. It launches, I think, at 9 a.m. Eastern. I do not launch at 9 a.m. Eastern, so most likely Pacific time, maybe noon. I will put it in the Discord as usual. As always, thanks again, guys. I really do appreciate it. Also, things coming up in the future. We've got Blueprints on Thursday. We've got on the 17th, we have the Last Epoch Season 2. On the 18th, we have two things. We have Lost Skies, a game I'm interested in but won't be playing because also we have the day before. And then we have the return from the game graveyard of Defiance, a first-person shooter MMORPG that I played many years ago that's actually pretty good. It's going to a little bit jank and a little bit old school, but pretty good. And then on the 23rd, we have Rail Gods of Hystera, which I played the demo of and enjoyed. Demo's still available on Steam. And then next month, we have on the 15th, Dune Awakening. So that's my future month. Again, thanks for hanging out. Hopefully you'll see me soon. Have a great rest of your evening. Take care, and ciao for now. Bye, guys.